Hey, welcome to this explainer. We're diving straight into the crazy shakeup happening in the global AI chip market.
$12 billion. That's Huawei's absolute behemoth of a projected AI chip revenue for this year alone.
That's a massive 60% jump from 2025. It's all fueled by insane domestic demand over in China.
So you've got to wonder, how on earth is Huawei actually managing to dethrone a giant like Nvidia in China?
Well, meet the hardware behind it all. Huawei's Ascend 950 PR processor just hit mass production this past March.
It's classic geopolitics. Clashing rules from Washington and Beijing are totally stalling Nvidia, creating a massive market vacuum. The crazy part? Even with US licenses, literally zero Nvidia H200 shipments have cleared customs for Chinese clients.
So Huawei is aggressively stepping up. They're churning out chips with SMIC, which is China's top fabrication plant.
Look, Huawei's hardware is technically a couple generations behind Nvidia's best, but their performance is steadily creeping up. And that brings us to inference. That's basically the computation large language models use to generate their responses.
Huawei is super smart to target this. Inference is easier than training models, but promises way bigger future demand.
The market's totally splitting. Huawei dominates generating responses, while Nvidia still totally owns the heavy model training phase.
Take DeepSeek V4, for example. They used Huawei for efficient inference, but totally relied on Nvidia for the training.
To match Nvidia's sheer power, Huawei actually networks their individual chips together into these massive, super powerful computing clusters.
But there's a catch. Huawei's Con software is still notoriously clunky compared to Nvidia's globally dominant CUDA ecosystem.
Still, Morgan Stanley points out this localization isn't a fad. It's a permanent structural shift in the whole market.
The long-term forecast is wild. By 2030, domestic suppliers might control a massive 86% of this market.
This tech divide is scary for some. Nvidia's Jensen Huang called DeepSeek prioritizing Huawei a horrible outcome for America.
So, what actually happens when the world's best AI runs on non-American hardware? Thanks for catching this explainer.